Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing one today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell, and in today's video we are going to be finally trying the new palette from Hourglass. So Hourglass came out with 3 different face palettes. They are currently available at Sephora. I am going to be linking everything down below. I usually pick up a couple of palettes from Hourglass, especially from this time of year, the end of the year. They come out with beautiful packaging and all of that good stuff. But I really had to be honest with myself, and I decided to just go for the medium skin tone one. So usually they have for lighter complexion, medium skin tones, and deeper complexions. And I went ahead and just picked up the one that is for medium complexion. So I know that some of you guys have been waiting for me to do this video, so thank you so much for your patience, especially Priscilla, because I did see your comments. Girl, I have been trying to get in front of the camera so I can film this video for you, but unfortunately there's so many things happening behind the scenes that it was just a little bit complicated for me to get this going. But we are finally here. So I went ahead and purchased again the one for medium skin tone, and this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked in Lotus Flower. So here is the packaging that I decided to go for, and yeah, box and the outer packaging of the palette is the same, and here is the color story. It does have a mirror, which I wish, I mean, they really need to work on, you know, getting the mirror just to stay up, because come on, Hourglass, this palette retails for $90. Here is the beautiful color story. I think that it's really nice and vibrant comparing it to other palettes from the past. And because I do have a really big collection, especially from Hourglass palettes, I really could not get myself to purchase 2 palettes. I'm sorry if you guys were expecting for me to get 2 different palettes, but you know, it is what it is. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. Super long intro, and this is what happens when I am gone for a little bit and I kind of lose track of time when I'm filming. I'm just so chatty. So let me just and let's get into the video. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into the swatches, but I just want to emphasize something very, very important, because it was such a huge confusion last year. In the Hourglass website, you can actually customize your palette. So I'm going to show you a little screen right here so you guys can see. So you have 3 different artworks. You have the lotus flower, the evil eye, and the dragon. I decided to pick the lotus flower. The powders that I decided to go for is for medium skin tone. Now, if you are interested in purchasing this color story from the Sephora website, they do not have the option for you to customize the palette. So this color story, it's already made with the evil eye packaging. That is the way that is already set. So if you want to customize it because you don't like the evil eye, you're not into dragons like I am not, and you want just, you know, something beautiful like a flower, then you can go ahead and pick the flower, but you have to do it directly from the Hourglass website. I just wanted to clarify that because last year I had so many people asking me the same question, because I did exactly the same thing. I picked the outer packaging in a different color story. But anyways, here is the palette. It has some beautiful, beautiful shades. I have to tilt it a little bit so the lighting doesn't, like, you know, wash it out. So here we have the color story, and let's go ahead and swatch. And we're going to start with the finishing powder. We have a highlighter, rose gold strobe light, and the next one is blush in pink fusion. Let me just build up on this blush right here a little bit more. So the next 2 blushes that we have, this one is called Oasis Glow, and this one is called Vibrant Coral and Natural Bronze. Here we have the swatches. I don't know if Natural Bronze, which is the bronzer, is actually showing up just because I am a little tanner than usual, but here we have the swatches. So let's go ahead and now move on to doing some face swatches. All right guys, so this is what I did, just in case you were wondering. I did apply a little bit of this concealer like in the very inner corner of my eye. I also just went over the little redness that I do have, and I just powdered my face using the Makeup Forever powder. This one is in the shade 2Y20, and that is all that I have on my skin. I want to go ahead and swatch both of the blushes just because I want to see how different they actually look on the skin. This one is called Pink Fusion, and I'm using the Refer 05 brush to apply it with. So it does have a little bit of a golden undertone. So this one does have a little bit of a marble finish. So there's going to be a little bit more of a natural glow. The other one, which I'm going to swatch on this cheek right here, that one is called Vibrant Coral, and that looks to be a little bit more on the matte side. So I went ahead and picked up some product about 4 to 5 times already, and this is as much as I am getting. I don't think that I'm going to get any more pigmentation than this. I do see that it has a little bit of rosiness, but again, a little bit of goldenness as well. And I also do feel like if you bring it a little bit too inside, it is going to emphasize the texture that you might have. If you have any pores or any texture, it is definitely going to emphasize, because it does have like that glowiness when it comes to this blush right here. So let's go ahead and now swatch this shade, which is a little bit more vibrant, and it seems to be a little bit more on the matte side, and that one is Vibrant Coral. So let me get a new brush, and this one is the Sigma F40 brush, and you can see how much pigmentation it actually has. It's definitely more on the matte side. I do really like this color so much. I love that it doesn't have like the golden undertone like this one right here. I love that it's just matte, really nice and beautiful coral shade. And I'm going to try to build it up as much as I can. And usually I do this during these type of videos just so you can see how buildable it is. And also, if you are a little bit lighter in skin tone or a little bit deeper in skin tone, you can have an idea whether it's going to work for you or not. So that's why my swatches are like out of control. But it's just me really trying to build it up so we can have an idea how deep it actually goes. This is my third time going in, and you can see how much pigmentation it actually has, comparing it to this side right here that I went in 5 times, and it really does not seem to have a lot of pigmentation, which is nice, especially if you're not like into blushes like that. It's a little bit more manageable. But if you want something a little bit more oomph in your face, then this shade is definitely going to give you that, and I love that so much. So it is really nice and buildable. Let's just see. Yeah, I don't think that I can build it up any more than this. This is my 4th time going in. Yeah, this is it. That is beautiful though. All right, so I went ahead and just tone it down a little bit with my foundation brush that I was using, and you can see that still gives you a little bit of color. It's really nice and beautiful and matte, so it doesn't have any sheen to it or anything like that. And because it doesn't have any sheen, I am going to try the highlighter on this side, just because if I was to apply it on this side right here, it's going to be a little bit too much, plus it's going to be competing with the already sheen blush that we have on this side. So because this is matte, again, I'm going to apply it on this side, and the highlighter is called Rose Gold Strobe Light, which is right here up on the top. Yeah, that's beautiful. I think I went a little bit too hard with it, but yeah, that's gorgeous. I'm going to bring it down just so it can blend with the blush, but that is absolutely gorgeous. It looks wet, like your skin looks wet. That looks so beautiful. And I love that it's a rose gold, because really, I think the rose gold is definitely a little bit more flattering for my skin comparing it to like a true gold. I just feel like it's just so harsh sometimes, but this one is so nice, and I love the formula for Hourglass. I mean, it's just so nice and beautiful, so fantastic. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comment section, because so far this palette, it's really doing it for me. But yeah, let me go ahead and just remove everything, and we're going to try the bronzer, because I don't want it to compete when swatching it on the face with the blushes, because I really want you guys to see if it does give us a little bit of color, especially if we are like the same complexion. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, guys. So I am back. Let's go ahead and now try the bronzer, which is called a natural bronze. So let's see how much color we can actually get from this bronzer. Yeah, this is very natural. I mean, do I like it? I don't know. Let me clean this brush, because I think that this one might actually pick up a little bit more pigmentation. So let me clean this brush, and I do feel like it's picking up a little bit more pigmentation. Yeah, so you definitely want a brush that it's a little bit more on the denser side. But still, it's not giving me a lot. It's a very natural bronze, as is name. Can we see it? Girl, do we see it? Seriously, like, where is it? Like, I see it a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really into this bronzer right here. I don't think that it's giving me enough, at least not for my complexion. And yes, I am a little tanner than what I usually am, but I still will consider myself medium skin tone. Okay, that is the second time, and this is the 7th time. We do really like Hourglass. I love so many of their products, so many of them. I do gotta say, the foundations, concealers, oh my goodness, yes, so many products. And these palettes right here are just so versatile, so nice and beautiful finishes. Only thing that we always struggle with Hourglass is the depth of the bronzers, the blushes. That's the only thing that I really wish that they can really work on. Like, I would love a bronzer that is buildable like this, but it doesn't take 7 times to give you a little bit of color, and also that goes a little bit deeper as you're building it up. After applying this bronzer 7 times on the skin, just so I can finally see a little bit of color, it's just a little bit too much. So I just don't think that this palette is actually going to work for my sister, who is about a shade and a half darker than I am, or my mom, who is 3 shades darker than I am. She's more on the tan side, and I just don't see this bronzer actually working out for her. So that is the one thing that I always notice when it comes to Hourglass palettes, and where they fall short is on the depth of the shades, especially when it comes to the bronzers. But let's go ahead and now move on to the blush, and I'm going to go with this one here because I do want to apply the highlighter again on the skin. So let's go ahead and take the Vibrant Coral. I really do like this shade right here, Vibrant Coral. Try this highlighter right here on this side because I completely forgot about that shade. I don't know why, but I am going to take this one right here, which is actually another blush, and I'm going to use it as a topper because seriously, it's just not going to show up as anything else. That is definitely not showing up like anything else. But you know what? Let's swatch it on the eyes because maybe we can actually see it there. Yeah, it's really light. Yeah, so it does have that like tangerine, orangey kind of undertone to it. I don't think that I will use that on my face just because it does have like glitter particles or like shimmer particles, and I don't think that that will actually look nice on my cheeks. Plus, I don't think that it will actually show up on my skin. It's just going to be glitter and nothing much. Bronzer with the same brush, just in the outer corner on the crease, a little bit on the lower lashes. So now going back to my original thought, which it was taking this highlighter right here and just adding it to the highest points of my cheeks. So yeah, that looks really nice, but I do feel like if I add too much of it, it can start looking a little bit ashy. So what I can do is just go back to the blush and just add a little bit of that right on top of the highlighter, just so everything can mesh a little bit better. And taking a little bit of this coral shade and just adding that on the center of my eye, just so the whole entire look is more cohesive. And this finishing powder, it's really beautiful. And just go on the surrounding areas of everything that I apply, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended, and it gives you a really nice, beautiful like glow from within, which is really beautiful. I love the finishing powders from Hourglass. They're just so nice. Very lightweight. So here is the final look using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlock. Here is my first impressions when it comes to this palette. I think that everything worked out really nice. At the end, the makeup looks really nice, presentable, like super friendly for every single day. Are these shades like super unique to my collection? No. But if you love Hourglass, and I think that you're not going to be disappointed with the formula, I think that it's a really nice, beautiful, put together palette for every single day. It is definitely going going to be something that you can travel with. You pretty much have everything. I am just a little concerned when it comes to the bronzer and how much you actually do have to build it up. And if you are more on the deeper complexion or a little bit more on the tan complexion, not even the deeper complexion, I don't think the bronzer is going to work out for you. I don't think that you're going to be able to see it. Even if you decide to build it up as much as I did, I don't think that it's going to show up on your skin tone. So that is the one thing when it comes to the bronzer. Also, the other shade, which is the one that I do have, the first one that I apply on my eyes, I just don't see myself actually using this shade in particular at all on my skin, but I am going to continue on playing with this palette, and I will let you guys know if I did change my mind, because it is going to be in a future video in my speed reviews that I do. So you are definitely going to see this palette again. I'm just hoping that by the time that I get to that video, this palette is still available, because usually this collection is limited edition. So all in all, I think that it's a really nice, well done palette. Is it a must? That's really up to you. I hope that the swatches and the face application and all of that was helpful to you, so you can make a decision whether it serves a purpose on your makeup collection or makeup routine. I hope that this video was helpful to you and I was able to assist you in making that decision whether you're going to get it or not. If you decide to get it and you guys want to use my links, I am going to be linking everything and down below in the description area. You can use my links. They are affiliated. I do get a really small commission every time you guys use my links, so I really do appreciate it because it goes back to this channel. And yeah, that's it. I'm so sorry if I am a little bit in like low energy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I have so many things in my mind right now, so I'm just trying to fight through all of it all. But anyways, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and your support. It means so much to me, and I know that I say that like at the end of every single video, but I do mean it. Every single time I say it, I do mean it, because it's because of you guys, your comments, your requests, it just keeps me going. And I really do enjoy doing this so much. It's just sometimes, you know, we're humans and we have so many other things that we have to worry about. Sometimes it gets in our head, but I'm trying to just like shake it off. Anyways, guys, thank you again for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.